Games Workshop are selling loot boxes. Ah, it's a new year, but for Games Workshop, a new low. To ring in the new year, Games Workshop have decided to indulge in some glorified gambling. They're in a new business, folks. Games Workshop are selling loot boxes. No longer simply content to sell tiny miniature men for $22 a model, now Games Workshop have graced us with the inevitable. They are selling loot boxes right now on their store. That's right. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is not the Call of Duty in-game store. This is the Games Workshop website. Now, you'll hear people refer to these as blind boxes, or mystery boxes, or my favorite, the euphemistic, supply drops. But do not be fooled. These are loot boxes, right down to the Pulp Fiction-esque flashing light from inside a box aesthetic that Games Workshop have copied almost one-to-one from predatory video games. Writing for the EU Committee on Internal Market and Consumer Protection, Cerulli Harm says that loot boxes are, quote, mystery boxes which contain randomized items so players do not know what they will get before opening them. Or, as Games Workshop like to put it, mystery models at unmissable prices. You see, even though it looks like you can add to cart a loot box product such as this, these aren't actual products to buy. They aren't items that you can purchase. This is gambling. Buying one of these boxes is indulging in an obfuscated game of chance. You are spinning the wheel and letting fate decide what you get, as Games Workshop put it, as if we were rolling an armor save. Except, it's not fate, is it? Games Workshop have packed these boxes, and they control what's inside. They determine the likelihood of a box coming with an avatar model or just 12 pots of Corax White and a single sprue from a 2-part kit. The chance that you'll have to open the box and get something of any value whatsoever is firmly within their hands. But it is still a game of chance, and this is what makes loot boxes so dangerous and so predatory. These are totally blind buys. Games Workshop have plunged elbow deep into exploiting consumers here. There are no odds of what you'll get inside listed on the website. We don't even know what the scope of what might be inside most of these things are. All we're given are a general theme. Themes such as ales might be in here, or one of 9 order factions in this one. Or, my favorite theme, who the f knows? This entire product is random, why not just go all in, right? Games Workshop should just say what it is. The worst selling products from the worst selling lines. Purposefully marketed in an opaque way, making it impossible for consumers to judge the value of what's inside. And all of this wrapped up in an intense piece of FOMO. Buy it while stocks last, Games Workshop scream. It's selling out, and if it doesn't sell out, you only get 2 days to make your decision. Sweating the entire way through too, I bet. It's like coming across a huckster who insists this is your one and only chance to make it big. Step right up, behold the mysterious box where you can get anything your heart desires for the right coin. Enjoy an expensive hit of dopamine and line my pockets with nothing to show for it but some tat that I found off the back of a van. Who knows what you'll get? Well, I do. I pack these things. Let me tell you, sir, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Now, $25, sir, $25. That's all I ask. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. And you are going to get one plastic sprue. You can't ask for better than that. How about that now, ladies and gentlemen? And you there, sir. Oh, I know exactly what you desire. You desire a 12-year-old bottle of Corax White. Well, here you go, sir. Enjoy that. Another happy customer. And you there, look at those little kitties over there. What do you want? You want to take a roll of the dice, boys? What armor do you collect, son? Oh, it don't matter. I'm going to give you this box of high elves anyway. What's that, boy? What do you want? You want an avatar of Cain? Well, let's see what we got in here for you. Let's see now. Oh, look at this. This is a Escape of Warp Lightning Cannon. That's kind of adjacent. That's the spirit, boy. You keep on hoping. Now, come on down, folk here. Especially those that cannot assess risk. So come on down, you don't know what you're getting until you got it. It's a veritable plastic glory hole. But these boxes are selling out. It took a single day for the completely random Warhammer 40k loot box to sell out. It's totally out of stock now in the UK at the time of recording. And what are people getting? Well, We don't know, but typically these boxes are designed to get rid of excess product. Games Workshop don't want to show the indignity of cutting prices on things that nobody bought across 2022. If they did a sale on those products, then that would show that Warhammer isn't a premium product. No, best stick them inside boxes and just hide what they are instead. So why does anybody buy these? Why are these selling out? Is there really a person out there who wants to pick up a random assortment of rejected plastic that has no gameplay theme or connection whatsoever? Products defined simply by the fact that no one else wants them. No, there's not actually. But they'll still sell out because loot boxes are exploitative and predatory, and they rely on the exact same psychological tricks as casinos. As the gambling protection advocacy group Be Gambling Aware state, loot box purchasing motivations are directly correlated with problem gambling behaviors. The UK government themselves found that those who engage with loot boxes are more likely to experience gambling, mental health, financial, and problem gaming related harms. Do we really want these predatory products in our hobby? One of the major tricks endemic to loot boxes, and one that Games Workshop have deployed to sell their own here, is around perceived value. As Games Workshop put it, their loot box is, quote, stuffed with goodies. How many goodies? Who knows? Is it worth it? Well, you're getting a special price. What even are the goodies? Well, you'll have to order your own set to find out, but you'll probably get more than you paid for. Probably? The fact is, many Games Workshop apologists will be arguing that these boxes aren't valueless, that they will contain more product than you'd get otherwise for the money spent, and that makes loot boxes good, actually. But that's the point of loot boxes. They are meant to generate perceived value. Participants who buy these boxes hope to get lucky and unbox items that are available to buy directly but are normally too expensive. As Be Gamble Aware says, quote, in some cases, this is the only way players might be able to afford the item that they get. In other cases, the buyer is hoping to later trade any lucky wins for an overall profit. As no doubt, we'll have corporate sycophants insisting that these boxes are fine because anything inside that you don't want can simply be sold on eBay for a tidy profit. Or, in other words, buy these boxes because you can gamble on being able to sell the products inside for a profit. Did I say gamble? I meant, bet. No, that's worse. Wager? Punt? Play the ponies. No matter what way you slice it, there is a central truth to these supply drops. This is just the latest Games Workshop tactic to abuse whales, aka the minority of players that spend the majority of money in the wargaming community. So, it bears repeating, whales are not rich Jaguar-driving Monopoly men with pet crocodiles who live in vaults made of solid gold. Those are Games Workshop executives. Whales are people with disabilities, neurodivergence, or compulsive spenders who struggle to control their spending habits. And when Games Workshop exploit whales, they are exploiting vulnerable people. Games Workshop have cultivated an atmosphere where it is desirable to spend more money than you can afford. That's why these boxes are so heavily advertised as time limited. You have to buy now before it's too late. Hell, these loot boxes are being sold at a time when Games Workshop love to deploy their New Year, New Army predatory marketing, where they sleazily attempt to make people feel like they are missing out on a social phenomenon, where FOMO is used to normalize buying hundreds of dollars worth of product simply because of the arbitrary passage of time. There will be many people out in the coming days defending these boxes. They're not even new. Games Workshop sold them a few years back. But here they are, like recurrent syphilis. And when people got them into their hands last time, it turned out that the boxes were filled with named characters. You know, the most overpriced things Games Workshop sells, and they use frequently to inflate the perceived value of box sets. And of course, old models that no one had bought. This isn't the only predatory tactic that Games Workshop deploy though, so check out my video where I cover the many predatory ways the Games Workshop cynically prey on people with disabilities and neurodivergence here. And as a thank you to patrons, I've started working with STL file sellers to get discount codes for my patrons. So this month you can check out my Patreon to get a 40% off code for Blue Sky Minis and their incredible orc miniatures. You can get that over at patreon.com/discourse miniatures, and a huge thanks to my patrons, especially Sonic Bread and Games Workshop. Thanks very much, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye!